Hello friends, this is once again Darshana and welcome at Mission Global Empowerment. And today we have wonderful, dynamic, talented Dr. Priya from Singapore. So Priya, please on your video and we love to see you dear.
Hi.
Hi Priya.
Hi, I'm Priya here from Singapore.
Priya, do you like dance? Do you want to do dance?
Yeah. I'm not good in dance though.
Okay, Priya. So, Priya, first of all, we love to hear from you because we are so excited to, listen you, learn from you because I know you have tremendous knowledge. And yes, please introduce yourself, Priya. A lot of people are waiting for you today. So, please go ahead.
Hello, I'm Priya here from Singapore. I'm staying in Singapore for past 10 years, and I embarked my journey 10 years back. Post marriage, I moved here because my husband is an engineer. So following that, I have many challenges which we'll be discussing soon. And now I'm working in Khoo Teck Puat Hospital, Singapore, as a resident physician.
Wow, phenomenal, Priya. Priya, first of all, hats off to you because everybody knows, right? Pursuing degree in medicine and work as a doctor in Singapore, it's not an easy. So, can you please explain in little bit brief to our audience so they can understand, right? How's your journey basically? Because everybody want to understand, right? How you become today's the Priya Dr. Priya Dabhade in Singapore. So please explain your journey, Priya.
Hello, yeah, once again. So basically, degrees in India are not recognized in Singapore. So there are only few colleges which are recognized. For example, AIMS from Delhi, AFMC from Pune, and JJ Hospital from Mumbai. So of course, I was not among them. So I started as a temporary registration. But to get a temporary registration, you have to um, first get a job, which was most challenging. But I suppose God grace was with me, and so I got a job. And then from there, I did a diploma in geriatric medicine, which was a 2-year course, uh, which was post my son was born. So my son was only 1 year old when I started this course, and finished by when he was 3 years. So after that, I continued to work, and now I'm still doing MRCP, which is membership in Royal College of Physicians, UK. It's a 3-year degree, and I'm in my 3rd year now. So after so many years, also I'm still studying. Yes. I have also done diploma diabetology in India. Definitely, the degrees are not recognized here, but the knowledge is being used in my day-to-day practice. So anything you pursue is always important. Knowledge is never goes waste.
Oh, wow. That absolutely true, Priya, whatever you says today. So, Priya, a lot of, the multiple, right now, I can see, one of member, in my family also looking, to pursuing in the medicine basically. So I want to ask you here, Priya, what is exactly procedure, right? Lot of people don't know, right, how to go in basically, to the medicine because there are, different streams are available there. Then you need to
Yeah.
your degree, then you need to do internship, and then you need to go if you want to go any other country, or some people want to really come in the Singapore, right? Before that might be you are went on dependent visa, right?
Yes.
Yes. So can you please throw light on that part if somebody want to go on their their credibility, how they can go to the Singapore?
So definitely, most of the degrees in India, MBBS is not recognized in many of our countries like Singapore, UK, US. So each country have their own own way of recognizing things. So for Singapore and UK, you have to pass MRCP, which I am giving now. So
Wow.
if you have done MRCP, then there are chances that you can get a condition registration.
Wow.
Uh, so the one I am doing now will be helpful in UK also. For US, definitely you have to do USMLE. So before going to any country, you have to find out from some nowadays, like many people are, our Indians are dispersed all over the world. So you have to find someone who knows who knows the countries and their rules, and then just go only if it is possible, because being after working, after studying so long, if you are doing some different job, I mean, some people go and become a pharmacist, some even join as a nursing, which is like demotivating, means, uh, not accepting your own profession and then going into some other field is not correct, I feel. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So Priya, one of the one more question to you have, right? Like people thinking sometimes, if you need to, like go in medicine, or do you want to go in like any, the medical faculty? People generally thinking, right? Everybody's having that same thought process. Oh, there is lot of study, it's too difficult, and sometimes people thinking, oh, this is not my cup of tea. But in your terms and condition, Priya, what is your motivation? What drove you into a medicine? Why you enjoying being a doctor, Priya? Please tell us so people can
So
understand.
it was always my parents' wish that my brother should become a doctor, and following him, we followed his footstep. So after once he has joined, then I was also interested in medicine, and luckily I got an admission in. So I could pursue medicine as my profession. But definitely you have to be passionate, and you have to be committed for long many years of studies, yeah, and hard work. Because if you are becoming a doctor and if you are not interested in that field, it is not right, because you are dealing with somebody's life. And when we start our profession, we want to be an intensivist, or we want to work in an emergency. But as uh, just a minute, but
Yeah.
as you continue to work, then like it is very difficult. You have to really dedicate yourself, maybe 24-hour shift and all that.
Mhm.
So it is not easy, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that's wonderful, Priya. First of all, hats off to you. As a woman, you are, handling your own house, your own kids, you're balancing job, and you're doing lot of study. Because यहाँ पे मैं लोगों को बताना चाहूंगी, I was in Singapore, 2 to 3 years, like been might be 2013 or 14. I was in Singapore, and from that onwards, I know Priya, and Priya is very hardworking, dedicated. I always seen her, right, कि, after जब भी उसका मतलब once in the morning she done with her work, and she always went to the library, and doing so much hard work, so much
Really.
study, Priya. So प्रिया, सच में मुझे यहाँ पे आपको ये पूछना है कि इतना पैशन जो था आपको, परसुइंग माय डिग्री, माय करियर, बिकॉज कभी कभी हो जाता है, राइट, हम डिपेंडेंट वीजा पे चले जाते हैं, या फिर बच्चे आते हैं, राइट, क्योंकि आपने जैसे बताया, योर चाइल्ड वाज सो स्मॉल दैट टाइम, राइट, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट,
Yeah.
राइट, to बच्चे को छोड़ के you need to go out and pursue the degree, and again you need to do the study. That's required lot of that passion, and what we can say, energy, enthusiasm. So I want to understand from you, Priya, like आपका जो holistic development है, या फिर आपका जो thought process है, उस चीज के लिए, क्योंकि एक माइंडसेट होना बहुत जरूरी है। आप कोई भी काम कर लो, चाहे आप आपका डिग्री परस्यू करो, या फिर आप बिजनेस करो, या फिर आप कोई भी सेक्टर में काम करो, यू नीड टू हैव दैट पैशन एंड दैट डेडिकेशन। सो व्हाट अबाउट यू, लाइक हु इज योर इंस्पिरेशन इन योर लाइफ, लाइक आपको उसको, मतलब आपको उसको देख के लगा कि नो, आई वांट टू परस्यू, आई वांट टू गिव माय 100%। और जब आप ये फैमिली बैलेंस करे थे, यू आर बैलेंसिंग योर प्रोफेशन, योर स्टडी एंड योर चाइल्ड, how you manage that situation, how you deal with that
Yeah.
situation?
So definitely my parents were the first, like, because I was from a middle class family, and they always dedicated everything for us. For example, like when हम लोग जब छोटे थे तो uh, we are Maharashtrians, so usually parents put children in the Marathi medium. But being a girl, my parents put me in English medium so that I can study hard. Even for my 12th coaching classes fees was 25,000 over. So some of the relatives also said, like, if you put this money in a bank, you can pay for her dowry,
Wow.
so, but my parents always wanted us to study hard. My father always said that if you can learn cooking anytime, but education is the key to success. To show that you are something. And though my husband was earning good, also I was always like. That's why I always wanted to marry a boy who stays in Mumbai, so I know I can start my own practice, and I wanted to have my own career, my own name, my own identity, which
Wow.
was like I continued to be. When I came to Singapore, I thought like if I have got a temporary, I really tried hard. In fact, before getting a temporary registration, I just joined as a clinical educator to teach the nurses till the processing of registration is done, which takes around 6 months to 9 months. So I didn't wanted to not work even for that many months. I describe myself as very workaholic, and I am really a passionate, like I always wanted to be a doctor, and that's why I continued. So basically the key to success is hard work. There is no shortcut to hard work, and hard work and perseverance is most important, I feel. Yeah.
या एब्सोल्युटली एग्री विथ यू प्रिया। आई थिंक मैं यहाँ पे लोगों को बताना चाहूंगी क्योंकि अभी महाराष्ट्र में वैसे काफी सारे स्टेट है, हर जगह डाउरी अभी भी वो ट्रेड चल रहा है लोगों में, राइट? क्योंकि दे एवरीबडी इज सेविंग द मनी फॉर लाइक मेरी बेटी की शादी होगी, देन आई विल गिव दिस थिंग्स इन द डाउरी, राइट? बट द वे यू नो प्रिया, जिस तरीके से आपने बताया, राइट, कि मतलब इसका सिंपल मतलब है, राइट, कि तुम चाहे लड़की हो या लड़का, डोंट मेक इट एनी डिफरेंस, और उनको काबिल बनाओ, राइट? खुद के पैरों के ऊपर उनको अच्छा एजुकेशन दो, उनको खुद के पैरों के ऊपर खड़े रहने के लिए तुम सपोर्ट करो। आई थिंक अभी इंडिया में शायद से काफी सिनारो चेंज हुआ होगा, बट हैट्स ऑफ टू यू एंड योर फैमिली प्रिया, बिकॉज एंड आई कंप्लीटली रिलेट विथ यू, बिकॉज हम भी 3 सिस्टर थे एंड वी वाज 3 सिस्टर, एंड सबसे अच्छी बात तो ये कि मेरे पापा ने हम लोगों को बहुत बहुत अच्छे से जितना भी उनका इकोनॉमिकल कंडीशन है, दे ऑलवेज सपोर्ट अस इन आइदर वे ऑफ
Yes, thank
फाइनेंस
you.
और एजुकेशन। सेम थिंग, एंड मे बी यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग देख रहे होंगे, राइट, समटाइम्स दे फील, राइट, कि जस्ट मतलब बॉय को ही सीखना चाहिए, या फिर ही जैसे लड़की है वो पराया धन होती है, या फिर घर छोड़ के चली जाती, लाइक समटाइम्स पीपल थिंकिंग लाइक दैट। बट आई थिंक this 2021 we need to change our thought process, and yes, like and might be, if you feel like that and if you think like that, you can see the multiple Priya working in across the countries. And yes, Priya, next question to you, Priya. Actually, I want to ask you, if you really want to guide, to medical student, so what you want to tell them? Because right now some people are going ups and down, because whatever you take in your hand, it's not easy, right? Every journey take hard work, like as you spoken. So what you are thinking on that part? What is your good guidelines or some
Yeah.
message?
So basically, yes, medicine is not easy, as I tell you. And first year basically is very difficult when you are directly from your 12th standard coming into anatomy, biochemistry, physiology. So these subjects are very much in detail where you have to understand the basic of it. So it's not easy, and failure is there. So you should understand that failure is a key to success. So that keeps you under, means you are a humble person if you fail. I know these are all big things to talk, but when it comes to you, it's not easy. Even I am a kind, like I don't accept failure, but in some stages of life you have to accept failure and move on, and just concentrate on your goal, and you will achieve it. Just study hard and study hard, and find friends which share the same thoughts. Maybe you have to create a group. Try to explain when you are studying. Teach each other. Don't be competitive. These exams, these exams like MBBS, engineering, these exams are not to compete with each other. Just compete with yourself that I want to be better person. So if you, I had a really good group and very good, I was staying in hostel and my roommates were very special and very good, you know. They are really one another second inspiration for me after my brother to help me study through also. So there are hard times. You have to get up at 4 o'clock, maybe sleepless nights, you know. It's not easy, I would say. And you may fail or you will fail. There are many demotivating speeches from the teachers that this batch is useless, तुम्हारा कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता है. But you have to continue with your hard work. I just say that hard work, there is no shortcut. Hard work is a key to success.
वाओ ब्यूटीफुल प्रिया, बहुत अच्छी बात बोले आपने, क्योंकि मतलब आप शॉर्टकट अगर कोई लेता है तो वो लॉन्ग कट हो जाता है। आई थिंक इट्स माय पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस एज वेल, एंड यू आई कंप्लीटली एग्री विद यू प्रिया। प्रिया, अभी यहाँ पे मैं वन मोर क्वेश्चन फॉर द वुमेन, लाइक समटाइम्स इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू हैंडल फैमिली, बैलेंस फैमिली लाइफ एंड basically the kids, right? So how you are spending the quality time with your kids, because you have demanded job, and right now you have in the Singapore, sometimes we हमें help मिल जाती है, sometimes we couldn't, right? So how
Yes.
to spend quality time with your family, Priya?
Okay, so you have a small little time basically before sleeping, you know, like waking early in the morning, just hug your child, tell them, be an inspiration. Ki, Mama is going to office. See, you also have to go to study. You have to study. Small words with sham ko aane ke baad also, when you are studying, you have to tell, like, children, it's like monkey do, monkey see, monkey do, you know. So if you are studying in front of your child, just tell him or her to take their book and just read something, you know, that you have no excuse. You cannot be watching mobile. You have to be very strict on that, you know, because it's all these things are easy to get carried away, you know. And once they get carried away in this कि हाँ चलो हम busy है तब तक mobile दे देते हैं, no, that is not an excuse, you know. So you have to really keep an eye on a child always, you know. In fact, I would say that as the child grow bigger, you have to be, parents have to be more attentive and have to be more satellite, you know. उनके पास actually ध्यान देना पड़ता है कि they are not sneaking and doing wrong things like watching mobile, watching some games, you know, because these are, as I told you, these are easy things to flow through. So रात को सोते वक्त tell them your stories, tell them ki how you have struggled in your life, how you have achieved this, why you have a good life, because you have studied throughout. So tell them all motivational things, tell them the facts, you know. So and then that would help them to be a good person, you know. Yeah, evening, maybe sleeping time, always talk to the child before sleeping. सोते सोते stories, when they are young, you have to story सुनाते सुनाते, लुला भी सुनाते सुनाते सुला सकते हैं. As they grow bigger, उनको stories बताने का, say a evening prayer, you know, कि so that they know about our culture also. So ऐसे कर करके I think evening time before sleeping is the best, when you can interact, when everything is quiet, you are on the bed, कि उनको distractions नहीं है, mobile नहीं है, खाना खा के हो गया है. So that's the best time you talk to your child and tell them, you know. Yeah, and then listen to them also. It's very important कि उनके school में क्या चल रहा है. Get things from them. Like when my son was very young, you know, he couldn't describe his school whole day, how he has spent. So I would start कि you have brushed in the morning, then at that time you left for school. फिर something you have to say, like you know what is the portion going on, you know weekly timetable. So your teacher taught you this. So they fall into a habit of talking about their school, you know. So they will I hope they continue that habit as they grow bigger
Wow, wow.
and reduce screen time.
वेरी वेरी नाइस प्रिया। आई थिंक बहुत सारी लेडीज होंगी जिनको पता चला होगा अभी इस बारे में, क्योंकि होता क्या है ना कि मुझे लगता है कि कम्युनिकेशन इज द बेस्ट वे टू टू अंडरस्टैंड
Yes.
योर चाइल्ड एंड गिव टू, बिकॉज होता क्या है ना इन सभी चीजों में विल हेल्प देम टू प्रिपेयर देयर माइंड, राइट दे आर, बिकॉज हम कभी कभी सोचते हैं कि वो बच्चे उनको क्या समझता है, राइट, बट ऐसा नहीं होता है। So whatever you are doing, suppose if you have going through, some hard work or, difficult situation, you need to talk with them so they can understand, support you.
Yes.
Yes. So, Priya, one more thing, Priya. Just say, I really want to, I want to go in little bit depth. जैसे हम मानते राइट डॉक्टर को आज लोग भगवान बोलते राइट, इट्स अ सेकंड गॉड राइट. तो आप मुझे बताना कि व्हाट डू यू फील राइट नाउ, जो भी अभी वर्क कल्चर है इंडिया में है, सिंगापुर में है, और जो भी आपका एक्सपीरियंस है राइट, व्हाट वैल्यू बेस्ड सिस्टम वी नीड टू हैव, बिकॉज समटाइम्स हम देखते हैं, वो तो कोई भी फील्ड ले लो आप, आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग द द जनरल परसेप्शन की मतलब करप्शन होना, क्राइम होना, इट्स अ डिफरेंट थिंग, इट्स डिपेंड ऑन देयर देयर ethical value. But I want to understand, what you think, like, your own way, what kind of, the value based system or education we need to have, और अगर कुछ आपको लगता है कि कि कुछ डिफरेंस है राइट, वर्क कल्चर में हो गया या फिर कुछ इथिक्स में हो गया सिंगापुर और इंडिया में, उसके बारे में आप क्या बताना चाहोगे?
So usually, I have seen कि even यहाँ पे भी Indians, they only pay attention to the curriculum. That means कि वो सब ट्यूशंस में डालेंगे, इंग्लिश ट्यूशंस, मैथ्स ट्यूशन, साइंस, हिंदी ट्यूशंस, they will put in all tuitions, but they never teach the child the values, कि to respect, to be considerate, to be humble, you know, all these qualities have to be taught also. So ये सब उनको बताना चाहिए कि for example if somebody is crying, then you have to offer water, or ऐसे small things. So you should not just concentrate on uh, on educational system. You should also concentrate on a general well-being of a child, ki happiness is not about materialistic things, like playing a video game and winning in that, or otherwise getting a new toy is not being happy. Happiness comes from small day-to-day life, enjoying with the parents, spending quality time, spend playing with friends. So all these values are important. So what that is what I think means इनको यहाँ पे they when in first and second standard uh, they don't have any exams. So their assignments used to be what is respect, uh, what is happiness, means these questions are never asked in India, like I used to be really amazed, like what should we answer also, because we we are not trained in that way, कि even I am like that कि बस पढ़ाई is important. It's not like that. Values of life to be should be taught since young. That is for kids. And in work life balance, jobs, definitely India is also very good. I have worked there. My colleagues and we were very really dedicated to the patients and all that. But the most important thing here is they are very meticulous and they are very protocol driven. That means कि सबके लिए कि if a patient with a hip fracture comes, then anesthetists, orthopedicians, uh, general medicine, all doctors will automatically be alerted through a message, and they will all step in to see the patients. You don't have to individually inform the patients. So there are such groups, and then the patient is managed holistically, like physiotherapies, occupational therapists, everything will just step in by themselves once this message is gone. So the time is saved. So there are such protocols, I think, which is a good part, and which will, I think India is also definitely improving on these things, and our private hospitals may already be doing that. I don't know, because I have worked long back in India. Yeah.
वाओ, वाओ, एब्सोल्युटली ट्रू प्रिया, जैसे आपने बताया राइट कि जो वैल्यू बेस्ड सिस्टम एजुकेशन है, जैसे आप अगर फॉरेन कंट्री देखोगे तो वहां पे बहुत ज्यादा है, जैसे मैं स्पंदन का भी देखती हूँ राइट, क्योंकि मैं पहले सिंगापुर में थी, अभी आई थिंक 6 साल से मैं यूएस में भी हूँ. तो आई पर्सनली रियलाइज प्रिया, इट्स रियली सरप्राइजिंग फॉर मी. अभी उनको जैसे टॉपिक होता है राइट कि हाउ वी कैन डिफाइन लाइक एटीट्यूड और ग्रेटिट्यूड,
Yes.
मतलब इतनी सारी वैल्यू, जो ये वर्ड्स है हमें कॉलेज के बाद हम कहीं बाहर निकलते तो हमें पता चलता है, व्हेनेवर यू आर टेकिंग और यू आर गोइंग इन पब्लिक प्लेस और कुछ अच्छी जगह पे तुम जाते हो. बट मुझे भी इस बात का बहुत सरप्राइज हुआ कि यहाँ पे जो वैल्यू बेस्ड सिस्टम है, क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि कि यहाँ पे थोड़ा कभी कभी इंडियंस को लगता है कि पढ़ाई स्लो होती है और ज्यादा क्योंकि इंडिया में बहुत रट्टा मार और बहुत मतलब लिखाई लिखाई पढ़ाई बहुत ज्यादा होती है, राइट? बहुत ज्यादा लिखाई करवाते हैं। तो यहाँ पे ये मैंने देखा है कि प्रैक्टिकल ज्यादा करवाते बच्चों से, क्योंकि दे कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस। और मॉरल वैल्यू अगर मैं देखूंगी तो अभी एक मैं यहाँ पे सबको एक एग्जांपल देना जरूर चाहूंगी। इट वाज बेस्ट एग्जांपल। आई थिंक फ्यू डेज अगो मेरे बच्चे की क्लास मेरे ऑनलाइन चल रही थी। एंड समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपन, अभी जो ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन सिस्टम है उसमें क्या होता है कि एवरी डे किड्स नीड टू डू सम एक्टिविटी एंड दे नीड टू पोस्ट ऑन दैट वॉलपेपर. And one day might be some kids or someone like the post one drawing there, and another kids like they don't like and they said, hey, I don't like, and actually उसने ऐसा वहां पे लिख दिया वो वॉलपेपर के ऊपर, वो किसी और के ड्राइंग के लिए। एंड देन नेक्स्ट डे समटाइम्स हमारे यहाँ पे लोग ये चीजें नोटिस भी नहीं करते, राइट? बट व्हाट आई फील कि नेक्स्ट डे टीचर ने जब क्लास ली, फर्स्ट क्लास, एंड शी डायरेक्टली सेड टू a thumb rule of our class: if you don't say anything to good someone, then shut your mouth. अगर आपके पास किसी को देने के लिए या कुछ बोलने के लिए अच्छा नहीं है, तो किसी को हर्ट भी नहीं होना चाहिए। इफ अगर मैं उसकी जगह पे होती, राइट, देन आई फील सो बैड। सो आफ्टर दैट मीन्स द मीन्स ये छोटी छोटी चीजें होती है, राइट, कि किसी को हर्ट करना या किसी का दिल संभालना। मुझे लगता है ना कि हम ये कभी कभी ये ऐसा नहीं होता कि कोई जानबूझ के करता है, बट वी डिडंट रियलाइज, क्योंकि हम हमारा मतलब जो एक ग्रोइंग स्टाइल है वो हम इट्स टेक इट ग्रांटेड, लाइक हम उस बात को उतना मतलब क्या बोले उतना वेटेज नहीं देते। बट अगर आप ये चीज मैंने भी बहुत नोटिस किया, आप कहीं पे भी फॉरेन में जाओगे तो ये वैल्यू बेस्ड सिस्टम जो एजुकेशन है वो बच्चे को बहुत अच्छे से मतलब फॉलोइंग गुड एटिकेट्स हो या कोई रूल्स हो, इसीलिए मतलब आप देखते हो, राइट, कि क्राइम या फिर कुछ चीजें एज कम्पेयर टू आर कंट्री इज वेरी लेस। और प्रिया, अभी मेरा एक लास्ट आपसे एक अच्छा सा क्वेश्चन है। आई थिंक दिस इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। Priya, how you define the success, right? आपके लिए success का definition क्या है? How you measure the success? More than that, what's your feeling about success?
For success is internal happiness, like what you achieve. Actually, I never compare to anybody. uh, मुझे तो लगता है कि I am whatever I have, be content and be happy with what you have done and achieved. And sometimes gods have different plans for you. So kabhi kabhi I wanted to be in this hospital, or I wanted to be in this field, but it doesn't work out to be. And after few years you realize कि जो भी मैंने लिया है, and whatever I was crying for 5 साल पहले, जिसके लिए मुझे मुझे वो ही चीज चाहिए थी, लेकिन आज मुझे भगवान ने दूसरा दिया है, तो इसमें मैं ज्यादा खुश हूँ। तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि मुझे तो सिंगापुर, एज आई टोल्ड यू, आई ऑलवेज वांटेड टू बी इन मुंबई, तो मुझे तो सिंगापुर आना ही नहीं था। तो बट टुडे आई एम अ सिटीजन। तो फिर इट इज लाइक, नाउ आई एम लाइक, मेरे मेरे पेरेंट्स को भी एक प्राउड मोमेंट है कि my daughter is in Singapore, and now, and she's not a housewife, she's a working professional doctor working there. So really God have different plans and a better plans for you. So just go according to the flow and continue the hard work. Yeah, hard work is always a key to success.
यस, एब्सोल्युटली ट्रू प्रिया। आई थिंक आपने बहुत अच्छा बताया कि इंटरनल हैप्पीनेस, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है ना कि कभी कभी हम बहुत कुछ अचीव कर लेते फिर भी हमें वो अंदर से सेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं मिलता। क्योंकि मुझे लगता है ना कि कभी कभी जैसे होता है ना कि सबका एक चार्ट होता है, राइट, एक ड्रीम्स होती है या फिर बकेट लिस्ट होती है, राइट। तो जब इंसान वो कंप्लीट भी कर लेता है तो अगेन ही बिकॉज ही ऑलवेज लाइक सीकर, राइट, उसको कुछ एक होता है। मुझे लगता है ना कि टाइम के साथ बहुत लोगों की सक्सेस की डेफिनेशन भी चेंज होती रहती है। बट वहां पे ये देखना बहुत जरूरी है कि आफ्टर एनी इंसिडेंट और एनीथिंग यू अचीव इन योर लाइफ, आपने क्या, आपको क्या मिला, उस मतलब उसके अलावा आपने क्या सीखा, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। आप क्या
Yes.
बने हो, कोई भी इंसिडेंट, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि पर्सनली, राइट, समथिंग एनीथिंग हैपन रॉन्ग विथ मी इन द पास्ट और माइट बी इन प्रेजेंट, तो वो टाइम पे मुझे ऐसा लगता है ना कि देखो कभी कभी देखो माइट बी यू नीड टू फेस सम सम चैलेंजेस और सम फाइनेंशियल लॉस, कुछ भी हो सकता है, राइट। बट आई थिंक उसके बाद जो आपका रिएक्शन है, आई फील दैट इज द सक्सेस फॉर मी, प्रिया। बिकॉज कि तुम क्या बनते हो, तुमने वो चीज में से क्या लिया। आई थिंक दैट इज द बिग थिंग्स, प्रिया, एंड थैंक यू सो मच एडिंग सो मच वैल्यू, प्रिया। And yeah, we definitely love to
My pleasure.
all you continue here and guide guide our medical student, because people are sometimes wondering here and there, but they sometimes it's very difficult to find the right way and right knowledge and right guidance, Priya. And yes, before going forward, Priya, and before ending this call, what do you want to say about this platform, Priya?
Yeah, it's definitely a good, and people can know more about global things like, and our Maharashtrians will progress in their life. It is definitely a good thing, because Gujus, there is a one joke actually, कि Gujus बराबर means there are three peoples who found gold. तो गुज्जू अपने घर पे लेके जाता है और फिर बाकी रिलेटिव्स को भी बताता है कि वहां पे गोल्ड है, एंड इफ यू कलेक्ट दैट मीन्स दैट गोल्ड कैन बी कलेक्टेड ओनली, सिर्फ लिमिटेड, कि 1 लाख का ही गोल्ड खरीद सकते हैं। तो वो गुज्जू बोलता है कि उससे उसमें से 25% मुझे देने का है, और वैसे वो पूरे उसके कम्युनिटी को भी अच्छा स्प्रेड करता है, और महाराष्ट्रियंस अपने पास चुपचाप रखता है और भूल जाता, मतलब किसी को बताता नहीं है, कि किसी को बताना नहीं चाहिए। तो शेयरिंग नॉलेज डजन लेट यू डाउन, और तुम अपने लिए कंपटीशन नहीं क्रिएट कर रहे हो, यू आर समथिंग डिफरेंट पर्सन एंड दैट पर्सन इज डिफरेंट। योर बाय शेयरिंग नॉलेज you will uplift your community and overall development of our people, which is a good thing in a mankind. Yeah.
यस, एब्सोल्युटली राइट प्रिया। आई थिंक आपने बहुत सही बोला, कि कभी हमें लगता है कि अगर हम किसी को कुछ दे रहे तो हमें कंपटीशन क्रिएट करें, बट ऐसा नहीं होता है। देखो,
Yes.
तुम कुछ चीजें कॉपी कर सकते हो, राइट, कोई स्टाइल कॉपी कर सकते हो, बट ऑलवेज फर्स्ट वर्जन इज फर्स्ट वर्जन, राइट। जिस हर एक की एक अपनी खूबसूरती होती है, हर एक का एक अपना रिप्रेजेंटेशन स्टाइल होता है, हर एक का अपना कैरी करने का स्टाइल होता है, राइट। अगर आप एक ही चीज 10 लोगों को दो तो उसके बारे में अगर आप 10 लोगों को भी पूछोगे तो सबके थॉट अलग अलग होंगे। चाहे अगर कोई किसी का कॉपी भी करे, लेकिन जो प्रेजेंटेशन स्टाइल होगा वो सबका अलग होगा। आपने बहुत अच्छी बात बोली प्रिया। तो यहाँ पे मैं सभी को बताना चाहूंगी कि अगर आपके पास भी कुछ अच्छा नॉलेज है, वी लव टू शेयर, वी लव टू लाइक जिनको भी ऐसा लगता है, राइट, कि डू यू हैव समथिंग टू शेयर एंड कंट्रीब्यूट टू सोसाइटी, प्लीज you can text me, or you can text, और आप मुझे मैसेंजर पे मैसेज भी कर सकते हो। वी लव टू see your talent and showcase to our audience as well. But thank you so much, Priya, to for
Thanks.
coming here and adding so much value, giving and sharing your knowledge, your wisdom, your experience। जो भी आपने किया बहुत अच्छे से आपने बताया, and in future also we definitely want to invite you again and again, क्योंकि अपग्रेड आई थिंक इज द की राइट नाउ। अगर हम देखेंगे तो देखो, कोई भी चीज अगर 10 साल पहले वो आज कंप्लीटली चेंज है, राइट। सो अपग्रेड सबको करना पड़ता है। So we love to again and again invite you, Priya. But thank you so much, dear, for for
Thanks.
coming
It's
here.
my pleasure.
Okay,
Thanks for the invite.
most welcome, dear. Most welcome. Okay, so now we will
Thanks.
going to end call here. Okay, yeah. Bye, bye, bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye all. Thanks for watching.